Oh man, we are back. Okay, so I played a couple games off camera. We're sitting at rank 1 in the world. For this video, I think like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speak more so about Regulation J. It was actually announced a couple days ago. I didn't want to do like its own video kind of talking about it. So this is gonna be a little tough for me just because I'm gonna be multitasking with playing the game and speaking about Regulation J. We're using this team, by the way. My Miraidon Zamazenta team, I'm going to kind of put that team to the side for now. It's a very good team. Peaked around a 1974 for the last season, so it was a good team. It's already proven to work, so I wanted to try something different, so I've been using this team. Yeah, so Regulation J was announced, and essentially it's going to be like Regulation I, but they're just adding mythical Pokemon to it. I personally am not the biggest fan. Not because I think the format itself is bad, although like a lot of the mythical Pokemon I don't think will have like a huge impact on the game because most of them are just flat out like not good. It's more so the fact that they're doing Regulation J while simultaneously doing Regulation H, but the official tournaments are going to be in Regulation H, but the ladder is going to be Regulation J, which is just like a really, I don't know, it's just really, really weird that they would do it that way because, like, the way that I do my videos, and for those of you that are watching, most of the time, like, I tend to do the format that is being used as the official format at that time, so people could see, like, my thought process to the format and see ways, just see ways to, like, build teams, but, oh, we couldn't find an opponent. So yeah, like I'm not really crazy how they structured it that way because the thing is then that means like I can't do ladder videos like this, which is just like easier for me. I would probably have to go and like do videos on Pokemon Showdown, but Pokemon Showdown, it just like, although it's a great website, the quality of just how it looks to like the eyes is not as like pleasing as the actual like in-game ladder. So like I don't know what I'm gonna necessarily do for videos for like the next few months because the thing is like I really want to record on cart, but the thing is they don't have Regulation H on cart, so I'll probably have to like find these random tournaments. But again, like those tournaments will either pop up like here and there, but they're not going to be constant and consistent. And a lot of the time, the tournaments that they hold is over the weekend. So like I'll play like one day out of the week with Regulation H and then not play the rest of the week and then come back a week later. When I like having like a consistent flow of playing games throughout the season, so I'll play like a game probably on like Monday, maybe I'll take Tuesday off, then play more so on Wednesday, maybe I'll play Thursday, maybe I won't play Friday, but with this it will be like you're kind of locked into playing like Saturday because that would be the only time that I'm free. So yeah, like I'm just I'm just like not really crazy about the announcement. I think it's actually, for people like me, it's like it's really not great. It's really bad. But I've experienced worse, so like, well, I think we'll get through it. But yeah, that's kind of my thought process. With that being said, my opponent is running this team, which is pretty cool. Shen Pao looks pretty decent here, and also Zamazenta looked pretty good. Although, if my opponent leads Tornadus Smirgle, they could just like start sporing stuff, which could be kind of a problem. I think I'm going to go Chen Pao, Zama, still, just because I will be able to outspeed Smirgle, and they can only spore one of those things, and I could always go like Terra Grass. Volcarona looks pretty good. Also, Raging Bolt looked pretty good too, but I really want to bring Lunala as well. Let's bring Lunala Volk. I really wanted to bring Raging Bolt here. It looks really good, but like I think this would be fine as well. We could have not gone Lunala and then gone with Raging Bolt instead, but I feel a little weird like not bringing my other restricted. Although like I have done that before where I'll bring one restricted to a match, so it's not like completely taboo. I feel weird for this particular match, not bringing both of my restricteds. The reason that I'm also running Lunala Zamazenta right now is I do think that the core is actually pretty good. Yep, there's Tornadus and Smirgle. I do think that the core is pretty good right now into a lot of the meta. It's particularly like pretty nice into like the main comp of like Miraidon and Kali Ice. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm running it. I think what we'll do here, we'll protect Chen Pao, we'll immediately Terra into Terra Grass, and then just, I think, Heavy Slam the Smirgle. Some of them do carry Terra Ghost, so I don't want to risk that. There is a possibility my opponent does go for Bleak Wind here. If I were them, I would just fake out Chen Pao, and the next turn we could Ice Shard and Y-Guard. So we could block Bleak Wind, and then allow them to just not get up a spore at any point, and then we could kind of like go back and forth between attacking, protecting to kind of waste away turns of Tailwind. With not having Raging Bolt, it is going to make switching in on Miraidon a little bit tougher with like the electric moves, but I think we should be okay. So yeah, my opponent immediately is going to Tailwind. I'm assuming it's going to be a Spore into Zama. That's what I would do. Yep. Oh, no, not a Spore into Zama. I meant Spore into Chen Pao. Sorry, I misspoke. my fault. My B. Yeah, so we're going to get a Heavy Slam off. This next turn, I'm just going to Ice Shard, Smirgle, and Y-Guard. Just protect away the Bleak Wind Storm. So yeah, that's what I... Oop, don't click Protect again. We're just going to Ice Shard, Y-Guard. They'll waste a turn of Tailwind here, and then the next turn we could either protect with Chen Pao, or we can just attack. I think it kind of depends on what they bring in, but I'm assuming that this Torn probably is just carrying Bleak Wind Storm, so that's at least my assumption. So we're going to get an Ice Shard off, which is really nice. This is also one of the reasons why I prefer Ice Shard over Sucker Punch, because Sucker Punch would have failed there because Smirgle was going for a non-attacking move. So yeah, they do go for Bleak Wind, so we're currently looking pretty good right now. I haven't taken any damage. They've lost a Pokemon. The way that this does become tricky, though, is if they do bring in Miraidon and then their Tornadus happens to be like a Rocky Helmet set. That could be a bit problematic. I mean, we still Y-Guard. It's just the question is, which slot do we Ice Spinner? Because, well, actually, if we Ice Spinner Torn and then it's Rocky Helmet, then it just goes down and then they lose terrain. But if they have Protect in it, then that could also be an issue. I think I'm going to just Ice Spinner the Miraidon Y-Guard, just because Protect on Torn is a possibility. And then if they like Protect and attack Chen Pao, then I can only then get an Ice Shard off the next turn rather than get any damage at all. And most Miraidon don't carry Protect. So this just feels like the safest play to me. If they Draco Zamazenta, then that's fine. I'll probably end up losing it here, but then we'll get in Lunala, which also has Y-Guard, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. So yeah. So my opponent is Terra Electric, so I'm assuming then this is probably like either a Scarf or an Assault Vest variant, because most spec sets don't have Terra Electric. They're usually like Terra Fairy. My opponent's going to Volt Switch probably into their own, what's it called? Zamazenta. I was forgetting the name for a sec. Okay, so yeah, they're going to Volt Switch out. At least we'll be, well, breaking up the train is not going to really matter, but yeah, so they get in Zamazenta. The thing is, though, we still have access to Trick Room, which is really nice, and we could kind of end up really kind of hampering this guy right now if we get it up in like the next like 2 turns about. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Be able to break the terrain, not really going to matter too much. I think now we should just Ice Shard the Torn and then just like allow Chen to go down, and then we will Trick Room on this following turn. So we'll just Ice Shard, Y-Guard again. If they don't go after Chen Pao here, then that's actually really good. They have Protect. Makes sense. We could Bleak Wind, Tailwind, Protect. They either have Taunt or they'll end up having Rain Dance. I'm assuming it's Rain Dance because if they had Taunt, then they would have probably used it on Zamazenta at this point just to stop me from clicking Y-Guard so they could Bleak Wind in the following turns. So, yeah. I think here we just get in Lunala, we set up Trick Room, Y-Guard, and then we should be okay. Trick Room, Y-Guard, and then we could double up into Torn in like these following turns with like a Moongeist Beam and Heavy Slam. I'm assuming the Torn's probably Sash. Again, it could be Rocky Helmet, like or it could be Sharp Beak as well. That's another set people run. I think the set that won Japanese Nationals had Sharp Beak, so yeah, on Kinagawa's team. So yeah, we're gonna just see what happens here. Like, if I were them, I wouldn't set up Tailwind, just because Trick Room is always a possibility. I would probably, like, attack. So he does have Taunt. Huh. I'm curious as to why they didn't use it earlier here. I mean, I'm not going to complain, though. We're going to Meteor Beam the Torn and just Heavy Slam it. They haven't used their Terra yet still, and again, well, no, actually they did use their Terra on Miraidon. What am I talking about? Silly me. We're going to just Body Press it. They're going to protect Zamazenta, and then, like, in the following turn, we should just double up into the opposing Miraidon, because chances are it doesn't have Protect, and then Volcarona will be able to 1v1 the Zamazenta regardless, because it has Will-O-Wisp, and then it also has Leftovers as well, so yeah. Maybe going for Meteor Beam here, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, wasn't the best play, because if I missed, I could have actually lost. If their Torn was, like, slower, or, like, faster in Trick Room than my Zamazenta, although I doubt that would be the case, but, yeah. So, yeah, this is okay. We just Moongeist Beam Miraidon, Body Press it. We don't need to target Zamazenta. Again, we have the tools in the back to beat it. So just Moongeist Beam, Body Press. We should be okay. The only way that this could go maybe a little bit wrong is if that happens to be like a really slow Miraidon. But based on this team comp, considering I have Tailwind, I kind of doubt that that would be the case. I know for a fact that their Zamazenta is slow and probably like very heavily invested in HP and special defense. But yeah, so we're going to be able to get that off, and then we should be able to win the game. In these following few turns, we'll just Moongeist Beam Body Press and just keep clicking that. And then we should be on our merry way. So yeah. We should be able to, I think, end the game either on this turn or the next one. Let's see how much Moongeist does. Oh yeah, we're definitely ending it on this turn. I kind of forgot, like, the damage calculations with Lunala, just because the last time I used it, that was at like the beginning of the format with the first team I had that I got to rank 1 on Pokemon Showdown with, but this works out pretty nicely as well. Okay, so we still are going to be at rank 1. I'll just show it on the screen just so you guys can see it. While we're going to be doing that, the song of the day, I was about to say the song of today instead of the song of the day, which would have been different, huh? The song of the day is going to be Maps by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. This is one of those songs that, like, I don't know, like, if it's the same case with you guys, but with me, this is one of those songs that I've heard on, like, the radio for years and years, but I just didn't know the name to the song. And I found out the name to the song, like, last week for the first time. I was like, oh, man, because I was I was at one of my friend's house, and we... like, responsible mid-20-year-olds, we played Rock Band, and then that song was on the game Rock Band. I was like, oh, that's the name of the song. So when you guys listen to it for the first time, wait like 30 seconds, and then, like, once 30 seconds pass, then you'll hear, like, the melody that is the most recognizable part of the song. But yeah. So with that being said, hopefully you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time. Peace.